I say, oh,
Good, pretty good. Oh, my
yeah,
bad.
hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the place family host Adam Bell to the right left me in the middle is
Is it because the governor?
Number one.
On Bizzle.
in no particular order. How you fellas doing, man? We missed you last week, bro.
Yeah, I got the scheduling all mixed up, man. Like I did, and plus that was a busy day for me. I didn't even check my DM, so yeah, I didn't know he was going on Friday. But
That's what's up.
yeah,
Oh,
sorry I missed it, man.
it's all good. It's all love, man. It's all love. It's all love.
That's right.
All right. How we gonna do this? Oh, real quick. Like, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1K subscribers so we can start putting our foot in the game. Share, leave a comment. We would like to hear from you. All right, so where you fellas want to go first? The top 50 NY MC?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I would like to have a Baltimore list like that, man. That would be very controversial, but I would like
You
that.
can make one. Anybody can make one.
We should, but I only know about 11 good MCs, man. Everybody else, I don't know. But I don't know. All 11 I work with, so I don't know what to say. All right, right now the brick, man, I'm gonna tell you, I got an issue with number 14, number 5, no, number 6, and number 50. And number 49 is very disrespectful. 48, I don't even know why he on here. Who the hell made this list? I got this from offline, bro. But
49 is disrespectful. It's Complex. Complex made it.
obviously they don't know nothing about hip hop. And I go on record and say that. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should be banned from the culture. And somebody should send a RICO after them. So, all right, let's go with 50. Ice Spice. I'm not familiar with her music. Does she stay, fellas, or does she go?
All right, so I'm going to say this. It says top 50 New York rappers. So when they say top 50, they probably are saying the most popular according to like record sales or whatever. That might be what it is. It might be the popularity contest, not top as in greatest, as in skill wise. That's the only way I could see them putting Pharoah Monch at 49 beside Ice Spice, but Ice Spice, if it's a popularity contest, then Ice Spice should be further down on the list.
Yeah, let's judge it from our own criterion. Let's judge it from an MC standpoint.
Okay, all right, sounds like a plan.
And try to stay as much unbiased or fan like. Let's try to keep that to a minimum, right? So let's see. Does she stay or does she go?
Absolutely not. She don't stay on the top 50 list. No.
Okay, because I'm
Don't
not
get me wrong,
familiar.
I like her music. I be bopping Ice Spice. I like her music and I love her videos, but she don't belong on this list. No.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
No.
Go, what you think?
Nah, I wouldn't put her at top, not in top 50. You got people like Bahamadia. Ain't she from New York?
No, Bahamadia is from Philly.
Oh, okay. All right. So I don't know. I don't still wouldn't put her in top 50 though. Just given the fact that it's like a relatively newcomer, you know what I mean? It's like within the last what, 4, 5 years.
Not even that. More like last two,
Or
maybe three.
yeah, something like that. She's not, I don't know. It's not that long of a thing because at the Munch, that was the first song, remember? Munch. And then she disappeared. You don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I wouldn't put her top 50. I wouldn't do that because there's others in the game, you know?
Yeah.
far as our videos, man, that's like a that's more like a little sneak peek, and, you know.
Somewhat, somewhat, but her face reminded me of Beavis and Butthead too much.
Yeah. So she,
Nah, yo, she actually looked like a Spice Girl. She looked like one of the Spice Girls, so she got a pretty good name.
Okay.
You know, she cute. I think she cute.
I gotta see it again, man. Somebody gotta pop a picture up.
Oh my God. This is gonna get everybody in trouble on this podcast, man.
Right.
It sounds like a puff girl or something, man. I don't know. So
Yeah, she looked like a little Powerpuff Girl with her big eyes and Anyway,
cartoon character.
I feel like she should stay.
Oh,
That could be.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I mean, she writes her own music.
She did.
She's more diverse. She raps on instrumentals that other rappers, other MCs, really couldn't handle these days, you know? She's very unique in her own way, and she also has more hits than a lot of, MCs that we're gonna talk about on this list. And actually, I will go as far as saying her recent hit with Pink Panthers was actually good. You know, That Boy's a Liar Part 2. Yeah.
She dropped a new song. It's a new one with Pink Panthers.
No,
I
that
didn't hear
was
that
like
one yet.
2023, but it's actually like a good little bop if you want to play something in your car. I will say it kind of rivals King's Disease by Nas a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't think she should stay on the list. So. I had to play with you guys a little bit.
We got to speed this up because we spent too much time on Ice Nice.
On the Spice.
Spice, Ice Nice. Pharoah Monch. I think his last album that I remember was Post Traumatic Syndrome or something like that. How you break that down? PS, what is it?
PSD.
Yeah, classic to me. It had a lot of MCs on there. They had the one with him and Black Thought was on there was phenomenal. I think he actually is in the wrong spot. If we judging about how we judging fellas, I think he goes further down the list. But for now, he stays on the list.
I would definitely put Pharoah Monch in the top 10. He would be in my top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of his. I want to put him in the top 10, but I would search. But he goes further down the list. I mean, he's like leaving the teens, almost going into the singles. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely top 20s. Definitely.
For sure. Y'all agree? Pharoah Monch stay on the list, fellas?
Yep.
Girl?
Yeah. Pharoah Monch stays.
He stays.
I know too much about him.
I know. All right, y'all. The Diddler, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. They ain't Diddy, they ain't dummy. I get it. You you Biggie, he's Puffy, ill. Rockefeller died to AIDS. That was the end of his chapter. And that's who y'all claim to name your records after. Put it together. So 48, P. Diddy. What y'all think? He's not even a rapper. Why is he even on the list?
Gotta go. Because he's not a rapper. Just like you said. He gotta go. He don't belong on no list.
Unless he go by the whole whatchamacall. Like I seen somebody, they made the difference. What was it? Big Daddy Kane. He made the differentiation talking about because the next name on the list, Biz Markie. They were saying why a lot of people respect him, but he's not the lyricist, right? He was like, yeah.
Who said that?
They were asking Big Daddy Kane about Biz Markie.
I know.
And they were saying about him not because other people would write for him as well. You know what I mean? For Biz. So
y'all gotta put that up. I don't believe that, dog. You gotta give me proof. Give me proof that somebody wrote for
somebody else wrote for him. That's
Glove right. On Drink Champs, Big Daddy Kane got interviewed by Nori, and Nori asked that question about Big having writers, about Big Daddy Kane writing for Big, and Big Daddy Kane said that you got certain rappers who are like crowd rockers, and you got rappers who are lyricists. and he said that him, KRS-One, Rakim, etc. are all lyricists, but then you have guys like Biz Markie and Dougie Fresh and Starsky Busy B are like crowd movers or party rockers, rather. That's what he said.
Right.
And he said those guys, you could write lyrics for those guys and they would know how to deliver them.
Yeah.
Also, those guys do know how to rap. They do know how to write their own rhymes.
Okay.
But they'll accept a verse from a Big Daddy Kane. Because
Right.
Big Daddy Kane also wrote rhymes for Roxanne Shante. You know what I'm saying? And Shante is very much respected, but she got, Big Daddy Kane wrote for her too.
Damn. So wrestling is fake. Santa is not real. The Easter Bunny does. Oh my goodness, man, doesn't exist. This hurts, man. This is one of my favorite rappers of all time, bro.
But it's
This hurt.
But it's two separate skills, though. You know what I mean? When it comes to the lyrics, think about the way that Big Daddy Kane broke that down with the two sides of it. You know what I mean? Because you need both sides in order for it all to work.
Right.
Oh my goodness. All right, so does he stay? Does he go, fellas? It's gonna hurt.
I would say he stay on the list because he can rap. He do know how to rap. He do write his own stuff. So yeah, I don't think it's anything wrong if you have the skills. If you prove that you already have the skills, and you accept something that somebody else wrote for you and you can deliver it, I don't think that disqualifies you. It only disqualifies you if you don't know how to do it. Like Puff Daddy Diddy, he's not a rapper. Biz Markie is actually a rapper. So yeah, it's different.
So you're saying that it's okay for MC to have someone write for him. It's okay for ghostwriters.
Like for example, right? If somebody wanted to write, I had people write choruses for me. You know what I'm saying? I had accepted choruses from people. So yeah, technically that's like ghostwriting.
Wait.
You know?
I'm dying, man. I'm dying.
But see, that's a collaboration.
It's nothing. I don't think it's anything wrong with that.
Right. That's a song. You know what I mean? Think about
if you have the skill and you can do it yourself, I don't see anything wrong with somebody with accepting a verse from somebody else.
Some hip hop purists will say they disqualify you as an MC. You saying just the hook?
That's
just a song. Now that's different.
That's a lyricist, but you gotta think you're talking about from a lyricist perspective alone. You know what I mean? Not the whole song, because it can't just be. Because I understand the whole lyricist part of it, but that's the same thing as a person doing whatever exercise they do with their instruments anyway. You know what I mean? Everybody got to do that. But there's also the performing aspect of things, the true emceeing part of it. You see what I mean? So that's like two prongs. You know what I mean? So I'm not talking. So if a guy's getting his verses ghostwritten and everything like that, he can't put himself in the category. You can't put him in the lyricist category, like, oh, he's the top lyricist, because he's not the one writing his lyricist. You see what I mean?
So let me clarify what you're trying to say. So it's okay to write a hook. It's okay to write some of the song, but not the whole 16.
No.
Hey, look, man, one of the greatest rap songs of all time, The Message. Melly Mel only wrote the last verse. The first two verses was written by somebody else.
Oh my God, man!
You didn't know that?
I didn't. Unicorns are not real. That's crazy.
Yeah. But Melly Mel had the skills. He was known as one of the greatest MCs of all times. Back in his day, he was the man. But he accepted rhymes from other people.
It's like coming out the MC closet. Well, Phil, look, think about it like this. Okay, I'm a lazy writer, so I feel better now. So I'm gonna start reaching out to you guys to write rhymes for me, I guess. So I'll start reaching out to y'all, man. So Biz stay on the list. All right, man. Biasly, because Picking Boogers was a classic. Biz stay on the list, man. Styles P. I think he should. What y'all think? Stay or leave, or is he too high? I think he should be down in the 30s.
Yeah, he should be right around where Jada Kiss is. If you ask me.
Where Jada at? Let me see where he at. Where's Jada Kiss? Where's Jada Kiss?
Where is Jada?
What number is Jada?
16.
16?
Yep.
Yeah, so Styles should be like 19.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I don't think Sheik Luke's on here. He doesn't get respect as an artist,
Who?
as a lyricist, Sheik Luke.
Mm.
And I think sometimes he outshines Jadakiss and Styles on certain songs.
that's messed up. How people choose their favorites.
Yeah,
It's the same way with the clips. Like everybody be like, Pusha T, Pusha T. But Malice is just as good.
yeah.
Sometimes be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, how come it's all about Pusha T?
I think
Anyway,
sometimes I think everything, swag, the way they deliver songs and stuff. I think that Miles is more technical than Pusha. I think his range is he can go outside of that trap boy box. So Styles P stayed, but we agree that he goes down on the list. Uh,
yeah.
Jim Jones, y'all. He been in a lot of controversy lately, saying he's nicer than Nas, or saying that his catalog is better than Nas. Do Jimmy stay?
Um, I don't know. I don't know Jim Jones like that. I have no idea. It's not fair for me to be like, yeah, he stayed just because I can't do that.
Okay. What you think?
Yeah, the same thing. I don't know too much about him, but I didn't know he made a drill song with another New York artist like in 2023.
Mm.
I think that was pretty good. It was a pretty good bop. But I don't know too much about Jim.
His daughter, Coyle Ray, right?
Nah, it was like another NYC drill rapper
Mm.
at the time. But yeah, I mean that's all I know of him.
He stays on the list for me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I followed him since the days of Dipset, and to me, he's probably the most improved rapper of modern time.
Right.
Does he? I think he's pretty good where he's at, 45. But Jimmy, if you listen, you follow some of his catalog, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have an ear for it, but yeah, he stays.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some of his stuff probably like later on today or even tomorrow. I want to get up to speed on Jim. I want to hear what all this fuss about.
Yeah, he crazy with that. He crazy with that Nas
I'm
thing.
definitely going to check them out.
He's definitely lost his mind with the Nas thing, but yeah, he is probably the most improved mainstream artist. And speaking of that, I don't see his homeboy on here, man. Um, what's the guy that did an album with him recently? I want to beat Lil C's up. Can't think of his name. But if I can't think of it, then you're not important. No disrespect.
Was he in
Uh,
Dipset?
no, he's from New York, but he's known for it'll come around, but he beat up Lil C's back in the day.
Oh, I don't know.
Mano, Lobby Boys.
Oh, Mano. Okay.
Shout out to Mano. You know what I'm saying? He did an album with Mano. Grand Puba. That's my man in the 90s, man. You have not lived in the 90s if you didn't listen to Grand Puba. He stays for me. I think he
I
goes.
say he stay.
Ron was in there. That was his top guy. Ron, that was top. That was Ron's top.
Yeah, Grand Puba was a beast.
Yeah.
And his commercial appeal was good for his time.
At that time,
Was top notch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can honestly say that he had probably better commercial appeal than Nas and Jay-Z during that era.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Melly Mel.
Yeah, he stays on the list.
Don't know too much about Melly Mel's music. I just hear the legendary stories about him. So based on his legendary status, he stays on the list.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this is going to be very controversial, fellas. 42, Sean Price.
Sean Price belongs on the list, and he should be higher up on the list.
What you mean, like higher up, like in the upper 40s or
I say he belonged probably top 20. No, top
oh,
30.
Under
top
Top
30?
30. Between
Yeah,
like 20 and 30.
yeah, that's about right. What you say, Gov?
underrated because that whole boot camp at that time, you know what I mean? Underrated. It never really got the shine of day that it should have gotten. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's one of the you ask me, he's one of the fathers of that grimy underground sound that you hear from Griselda today.
Exactly.
Um, let's see. And I'm gonna let you go with this one, Quan Bizzle. Number 41, me personally, I don't think he need to be on the list. It's too early for it. I'm taking him off. ASAP Rocky.
Respect. I think he stays on the list. 100%. 100% he stays on the list. But then again, um, I think I'm quiet through most of this because it's like this whole conversation we're having. I'm wondering, are we just judging these MCs by lyricism or by their music, their hits, their diversity, what makes them an artist? Are we just judging by their lyricism? Because if that's the case, this whole list should be short. It should probably be like top 20 at this point, because half of the people on this list, when it comes to lyricism, probably shouldn't be on this list. But I say ASAP Rocky should stay there because I think he's something that's very fresh for New York, in my opinion. And he kind of reminds me a mixture of Wu Tang in a little bit. I don't know. He's just himself. But I would say people might disagree. A little bit of Slick Rick and Wu Tang like merged into one. I don't know. This is
I was on the fence about ASAP Rocky, but the thing is, he was influential because when he first came out, um, people thought he was from the South because his influence came from Houston, and a lot of people in New York at the time was hating on him because he didn't sound like the typical New York rapper, right? So he kind of, if you ask me, he kind of opened up the floodgates for the other guys coming behind them to not have that New York sound.
And not be stuck in that box.
Yeah.
That's
And
that's what
I'm not going to say that he don't belong on the list. Um, Oh, Quan, we was going off basically skills. I think Complex made this list saying they going off of popularity. I think that's what their intention was. But
oh,
our intention here today is we going off skills.
okay. It makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So does he stay or go? He leaves in my account.
I'm on the
Yes, he
fence
don't
with
stay.
ASAP. I could take either or. So I don't yeah.
What you think, Gov?
I'm the same. I'm not fully versed.
Okay. Y'all gonna hate me for this one in number 40. Cool G Rap. I mean Cool Mo D. He need to go.
No, he gotta stay.
Kumo D
Stay.
gotta
No,
stay. I love
he gotta
Kumo D.
Got to go, man.
Yo, I was a fan of Kumo D.
stay.
He stays on the
Got to
top
go, man.
greatest.
He got to go.
Like that was like say top two when I was young.
Man,
Was it
Kumo
top
D
It
two?
paid.
used to be
Yo,
downtown.
Right,
yo,
trying to tell
you
you.
know
He was
about?
hype,
Do
man.
you know what Kumo D did? He actually changed the game back in his day. Like he literally changed. Like you got certain rappers that raise the bar. You have Nas. You have who
Rakim.
else?
Rakim.
You had Rakim, right?
Cool G
And,
Rap.
and Kumo D was another one. Kumo D was another one. Like he was one of those guys that changed everything. So yeah, for that he got to stay on the list.
I can't remember anything, but you
Okay, he basically started battle rap. Let's say he started battle rap because he pulled up to the party and he bust the whole freestyle on Busy
yeah.
B. The tapes went around and then like battle raps, pretty much battle rapped away, like stepping each other face to face on stage,
Oh,
Cole going at it. Kumo D started that.
right.
So for that, he pretty much stays on the list.
Okay. Jammer won. He got him staying. I got him gone. Gov got him staying. And Quan
And
Bizzle.
another thing Kumo D did is they credit him for inventing fast rap. So when LL Cool J came into the game, right? LL Cool J was rapping in the style that Kumo D invented.
That's how they.
LL Cool J is another one. He was another one that changed the game and raised the bar. I forgot to mention him. But LL Cool J learned from Kumo D. He got his style from Kumo D. So yes, Kumo D stays on the list.
Okay. Number 39. I love the War Report. When they came into the game, it just reminded me too much of Mobb Deep. Although War Report was a classic, I'm taking Nori off.
I'm taking Nori off too. I'm with you right there.
I'm taking them off.
So who would you put on?
Uh, that's a good question because I'm trying to look at the list now. Hold on. Is Prodigy here?
Yeah, Prodigy's 11.
Okay. Is Fife Dog on here?
Nah, Fife ain't on here.
You
I don't know why.
I'm gonna replace him with Fife Dog.
Yep,
I'm gonna replace him with Fife Dog.
that's good.
Okay, so Noy goes. What you think of? Does he go?
Yeah, he can go.
Get him up out of here. Okay, 38 MC Light. She stays.
He stays.
She stays. All right, let's move on. Ja Rule, he got to go. Get him up out of
I'm
here.
on the fence with him. I don't know.
Get him up out of here, man. Get Ja Rule up out of here,
I'm
man.
on the fence with Ja Rule. So I
Get
don't
him
know.
up out of here. You know who I'm about to replace him with? I'm gonna look down the list right now. Hold on. And with the person I'm going to replace him with, he need to be further down. I'm replacing him with Lloyd Banks.
All right. All right. I can accept that.
Yeah, so Ja Rule goes in my book. He stays. Baby, baby, what would I do about you, the Cookie Monster? Cool Keith. I heard about him. Don't know too much.
No, Cool Keith can go.
You go.
I want to replace Cool Keith with Pasta Noose. Why is Pasta Noose not on the list? Yeah. And we're going to move Pasta Noose down in the top 30.
Okay.
Hold on, this is top 30.
God, what you think, man?
Ultramagnetic MCs, that's who he is. I don't know. That's before my time. I don't know. He might be. Maybe the only reason that he probably could stay is him being a part of the beginning. I don't know. Other than that, I don't know about Kool Keith.
Okay.
Man, I don't really know about the Ultramagnetic because I never really liked them. I never liked them, so but people say they was dope, so it is what it is.
Right.
Is the Beastie Boys from New York?
Yeah.
Why they not on here?
Right.
Or my man that did the gas face.
Third base and them.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. ODB is my influencer. I've been influenced by ODB. He stays in my book.
Yeah, ODB stay. Yeah.
I don't know too much about them, so I can't really give that.
Okay. All right. All right, Gov said we got 10 minutes left, so let's move it on. Foxy Brown, stay or go?
Stay.
She stays in my book too. Jizza, stay or go?
Stay.
Stay. What you think, Gov?
Of course.
Okay. I think he need to be further down. Fabulous stays or goes?
Yeah, he should stay.
Yeah, he can stay.
He stays, but he need to be up a little bit, like round 40, round 38, something like that. 38, right where MC Light at. MC Light need to come down and he need to goes up, right next to Lloyd Banks.
Yeah.
Fat Joe. He can stay.
I think he should go.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
All
the way up on the list.
I say Fat Joe goes because his natural skill when he don't use writers is terrible.
Seriously, I didn't even know. See, man, y'all keep telling me.
Fat Joe
Man,
cannot rap
real.
the same. He can't rap his way out of a plastic bag.
Wow. So what? Flo Joe?
That was he probably wrote that. But all the later stuff, like
Yeah.
when Pun came along, yeah, he wasn't. He definitely wasn't writing that stuff. I don't think so. He might claim it, but I don't think so because
Wow.
it's too vast of a difference. Yeah, Fat Joe sucked.
Wow. Okay. So who would y'all put there?
Instead of
Well,
Fat
let's just put a filler there, man. Isaiah Ryder. Who cares, man?
Joe.
Isaiah Ryder there, man.
Right.
Buckshot can go there.
He's not on the list.
Not on
She
it.
ain't on the list. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you what else is crazy. Nicki Minaj is number 7.
Whoa.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that real quick. Let's move on. Cool G Rap. He need to be further down. He stays.
Yes, you need to be closer to the top.
Right.
Big L. We just spoke about him a few weeks ago. He stays.
Yeah, stay.
A little further down, but he stays. If it wasn't the fact that I didn't hear about Murder Mace, he had to go. But Mace stays.
Yeah, he stay.
Pop Smoke. He got to go.
No.
Gotta go. Out of
Out of
here.
here.
I don't. But
Gotta
he,
go.
Y'all not gonna do Pop Smoke.
if Ice, but see, here's the thing. Ice Spice stayed. If Ice Spice stayed, Pop Smoke got to stay.
Yeah.
Smokes, come
So,
Hold
so
on,
he gotta go.
we said Ice Spice gotta go too.
Yeah, we said yeah.
No, but Pop Smoke.
But Pop Smoke better than Ice Spice though.
No, I
Right.
mean if they
He
made
is.
if they made a new list. Yeah, but this list right here, heck no, man.
Yo, Pop Smoke don't got the catalog. He only got
Yeah.
one joint. You
If
know what I mean?
right, but I think if he would have
You-
dropped another album, he had
Who would y'all put right there? I'm putting little C's.
No, that's disrespect.
a
That's disrespectful.
He don't got the catalog.
That's disrespectful.
no. He got his time got cut too short before he got to come out.
I'm even putting little C's there,
Right.
or is Craig Mack on the list?
He should be, but he's not.
I'm putting him right there. Even little C's or Craig Mack, man.
Let's see.
Pop Smoke gotta
All
go.
right.
It's disrespectful at 26, but I can because only reason called Cardi B is at 25. Raekwon, he stays.
He stay.
Oh, Raekwon, definitely.
Cardi B.
Go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say she gotta go.
Gotta go,
Cardi
man.
B gotta go.
She can go.
She gotta go.
Sorry, Cardi.
Q-Tip.
He stay.
Yeah, he stays.
Highly underrated.
Run from Run DMC. If it wasn't for his legendary status, I'd get him off this list. Because
Same. I agree with that.
Mm.
I'm gonna be, you know what, I'm gonna be controversial and edgy. Get out of here, Run. Don't run off. He's not on this list. Get off. Chuck D stays.
Stays.
Definitely.
Okay. Method Man stays. I think he's too.
Yeah.
He should be further up in the 30s, but he stays. Slick Rick the Ruler. Did y'all listen to his album, his recent album?
No, I didn't hear it yet.
Yeah, it's out. It's out. I wanted to do a rap review on it. We'll probably do it sometime later on down the line.
Let's do it next week if we can.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
He stays.
Yeah, he stay.
Okay. Big Daddy Kane stays.
Gotcha.
Yup, and further down the list if you ask me.
Facts. Most definitely stays. He most definitely stays.
Most
Cameron is too low. He need to go further up in the 30s, but he stays.
Wow, 30s. That's different.
Yeah, Cameron need to be in the 30s, man. If Jim Jones is in the 40s, Cam need to be in the 30s.
Okay.
Jada Kiss, what y'all think, man? So he dropped lower? Well, when I mean lower, I mean like closer to 1.
I think his placement is good here.
Think so?
I think so.
Top 5 Dead or Alive?
I mean, for a lot of people, Jada Kiss is top 5 Dead or Alive. But for me personally, not so much. I already have a top 10 And Jadakiss ain't really in it. But my top 10 ain't just strictly New York rappers either. So maybe he isn't my top New York rappers. So yeah, maybe he should go down.
Yeah, around the next segment, we got to discuss Jadakiss, man. Because do y'all consider him an MC? I mean, because he's one of them guys that do what? Double multis. Does very well. His punchlines are pretty good. But do you look at him as a lyricist?
I I I guess I do. I never really seen him. I mean, yeah, I think he a lyricist.
Somebody told me back in the day, real quick. I know we're running short. A lyricist, one skill set of a lyricist is to say so much. Like some lyricists, we know a couple of them personally. They can bunch about 10 words in 3 bars. And you got some that's, like Jadakiss, that's some may say cat in a hat, but it's very effective. Like I'm a horrible freestyler, but let's say Jadakiss would say, um, this, trade pound when I'm going downtown or something like that. So it's like it's very plain, but it's effective. You get what I'm saying? If that make any sense. All
Yeah,
right. If this segment cut off, we'll continue it. Um, Big Pun,
he stays.
he stays.
Yeah,
MF Doom, in my opinion, he needs to go further down, but
absolutely.
Ghostface Killer. They got Ghost over MF Doom. That's crazy. But like you say, they judged it by something totally different. Um, he stays, right? Ghost.
Yeah, he stay.
Little Kim, I'm taking her off the list.
For real?
Yeah.
I would have to leave her on the list.
Because after you said it from a fan perspective,
Talking about from her writing everything herself.
she never wrote, I don't believe. Biggie wrote their first album. Anything after that first album, man, I can't remember anything from beyond that. So she got to go. I don't see his counterpart here. We could replace a lot of these guys with Havoc, but 11 is
Right,
Prodigy.
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
He stays.
he stay.
Got to. Yep.
The Teacher, KRS-One, stays.
We need to ask.
Exactly. Busta Rhymes should be further up, like in the 20s.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree.
He stays.
Yeah.
1 minute left, y'all. Okay, DMX, he stays further up though.
Mm-hmm.
Nicki Minaj, get out of here.
Yeah.
I think she should stay on the list.
Okay, she
But I
need to
put
be.
her further down. I mean further up. Like in the 20s. Maybe the teens, high teens, low 20s.
Right.
50 Cent, get out of here.
Mhm.
Get
Yeah,
out
I
of
would put 50. I would put 50 down, like probably in the 30s.
Shut up.